Buongiorno a tutti. So in today's episode we're going to be doing something a little different but very, very interesting. We're going to be looking at how Andrea if I pronounce this right, sorry if I don't, Sottil has transformed Udinese and started off like a house on fire this season. So if we look at his record this season so far, bear with us. Right, we're going to be looking at his record. He started off with, in the Serie A, he's had 1 loss, 1 draw, 5 wins on the bounce. In those 5 wins, he's beat Monza, Fiorentina, who are a very good side, Roma, again a very good side, Sassuolo, again a very good side, and Inter recently, who are a very good side. Now looking at Andrea Sottil, he's never managed in the top flight before. He's just a young manager, 48 years old, but he's one of the most interesting, innovative Italian coaches that's up and coming, and you're going to hear a lot more about him. So with Udinese, he's managing a 45.6% win record. Sorry, that's overall. 26.9% draws, 27.4% draws, losses 26, sorry. So looking over the clubs he has managed, he's never taken on a title favourite or a club where they're going to be challenging for promotion or anything like that. So I think he's always took risks in his management. Now, one key thing I want to look at is, if you look at this, his preferred formation is a 4-2-3-1. He played that formation throughout every club he's been at. And what I always say, what makes a good manager, is being able to adapt with the team at your disposal. So looking back at Udinese, their former coach, Luca Gotti, preferred a 4-5-2 formation, and that's exactly how Udinese's been built. Their squad is being built to play that way. So bear in mind that Andrea prefers a 4 at the back. If we look at these tactical lineups, every game, he's reverted to a 3. So every single game, he's reverted to a 3-5-2 formation. So he's adapted his coaching methods to suit his players. And that's exactly what makes a good manager. And that's exactly why Udinese are benefiting from this. So every single game he's played to suit his players, to what his players know, to what they're comfortable with. Now, his philosophy, coaching philosophy, is pressing on the front foot and intensity, and be a lot more forward thinking. Last season, Udinese under Gotti were quite defensively minded, and they were just hard to beat. They were very direct, they were physical, strong, that type of team. If you're watching this from a Premier League mindset, kind of like a Sean Dyche. So coming into this season, what he's done is he's actually kept the formation the same, but changed their style completely. So what I mean by that is the goal conversion rate is nearly the same as what it was last season. And that's just in a small amount of 7 games. Goal conversion rate is 13%. Over the whole of last season, it was 16%. But what I find most interesting is they've actually created less big chances, but managed to score more. Like their conversion rate has increased in less big chances. So the goal conversion rate is 13%, as I mentioned. But their big chances last season had 2.1 across the whole of the season. This season they've had 1.6. So they're scoring more goals and less chances created. So they're creating better chances, and he's giving confidence to his strikers to put them chances away, which is exceptional. Now, shots per game is actually increased as well. So although they're creating less big chances, they're taking more risks for their shots. So from outside the box, from inside the box, snapshots, players getting in the right areas to be more efficient. Last season, across the whole season, it was 4.9%. This season already, it's 5%. And that's only across 7 games. So what he's done is, he's got them pressing more, playing on the front foot, be more expansive, and playing the same formation. And that's exactly what a good coach does. Gets his philosophy across in a formation that suits his players. So trust me, you're going to be hearing a lot of Andrea in the future. Now, clean sheets across the whole of last season. Udinese only managed 8. So far in 7 games, they've had 3 clean sheets. Despite losing Molina, who was wanted by pretty much every club, transferred to Atletico Madrid in the summer, he's recruited smartly and sensibly. He brought in Bijol from what's it country did he come from? Prague, sorry. And he's been exceptional in the heart of that defence. So if you look at his I just want to point him out because he's been truly incredible since coming into the side. Look at his heat map. He doesn't just stay in one area. He's across the whole of the defensive line. So he does play his vital role. And if you look at, if we go on to defending, clean sheets, interceptions per game 0.8, tackles per game 1.5. He's only committed 1 foul, but this is what stands out to me. Errors leading to shots, errors leading to goals, 0. Clearances per game 5.5. Even these aerial duels, 1, is exceptional. Aerial duels 65%, ground duels 88%, and total duels won 72%. Brilliant. Never been yellow carded, never been red carded. So for me, he's an absolute stud. He's only 24 years of age and 23, sorry. And yeah, what they've done is instead of recruiting with egos, they've recruited a unit. Now, another player that they did lose and managed to get back on loan to Tottenham Hotspur was, let's have a look. Where am I? This boy. This boy was probably, along with Molina, their best player last season. And they lost him out of Tottenham. They brought him back on loan. But what's key is, this summer they also brought in 3 left backs. A 20-year-old, a 21-year-old and a 24-year-old. Now, what that shows to me is they want their left backs to learn how he plays. They've recruited smartly and brought him in at the right time so they can spend a year with the current left back and learn exactly how he plays and how he expresses himself. Now, Udinese, like I said, last season had most possession and they were very physical. This season they've conceded possession in most games bar 1, and that was against If I find it. Oh, they mustn't have. There we go, Sassuolo. So, last season, Udinese kept the ball well. We were playing little short passes, but it was very slow in build-up. This season, they've conceded possession, allowed the opposition to have possession, and when the opposition come at them, that's when they get on it. And the more forward-thinking, the more expressive in the roles. And one final thing I want to touch on is last season, Udinese created most of their chances from the centre of the pitch. This season, it's been varied from the left to the right to the centre. That means they don't have a direct game plan. But what it also means is Andrea's doing his homework on his opposition, finding a weak link in their backline, whether it be right back, left back or centre of the pitch, and trying to expose that area. Very clever and thinking, very innovative, and I expect Udinese to keep this up. A lot of people saying they're gonna come off it. Yes, there'll be games where they get beat. I get that. Everybody does. Yes, so every team goes through a form in a season where they're just not quite on it and they draw a few games and get beat one. Yes, I expect Udinese to go through that. But I also expect them to have a higher finish than 12th last season. I'm predicting them to finish in the top 10. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this new sort of video. Let us know your comments in the below what you make of Udinese's start of the season. And are you excited about the future of Andrea? So let us know in the comments below. Don't be afraid to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because it really does help and it means the world. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks again for sticking around and watching. I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Ciao for now.